Hello and welcome back to See-Through Terrain Simulator, also known as Rollercoaster Tycoon. Look at this glitch, guys. We have transparent vertical walls. I mean, it's a bit glitchy, don't you think? And then again, this is mainly to blame on my very good terraforming skills. So we'll fix that in a moment. But as per usual, we start out with a quick vandalism check. And even though for this park it's not really relevant, because what do I care, right? We're still gonna do it. Because it's good practice to do so. And I feel like without it, the whole park does kind of like, well, lose its magic a little. Now, is it just me or... No, nothing's broken there. I thought that these here were broken trash cans, but they're not. They're just regular trash cans. Good, 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 good. So everything looks to be in order. Yep, maybe we did this at the end of last video. I don't recall, because I usually don't record them back to back that often. But, having said that, what we did last time was, oh, you know what we could also do, by the way? Why don't we check how the prices are doing? Now, this is still alright. The water rides are still okay. This is still okay. I see boatloads full of guests going on. There's gas over here in this train, so that's good. Stuff's loaded here. Guests are going into the haunting mansion. The coast is getting visited. Tower's getting visited. This is getting visited. Even though these trains, they're not full most of the times, but... Now this though, look, this has finally reached its peak at 16,000... Don't mind me. Wow. So that needs it pricing adjusted. And wow. This is like... Yeah, that needs to go down even lower. And I believe this, yeah, this is still at the original $5. And people still want to go on it. I find it crazy and almost impossible to believe. But yet, here we are. Now, as for what we did last time, we built this awesome... truly cool blood clot coaster. The thing is that the rest of this section where this coaster hooks up to, which is over here, has rides everywhere. It has water rides, it has gentle rides, it even has like a thrill ride. So basically everything's there. And I feel like we're basically ready for the next coaster. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build the next coaster like straight away. Now, as for like where we are gonna build it, we basically have like, I consider this to be, this line to be like the section for the next coaster. So a station over here, for example, seems very logical to me. Now, when we do a station over here, it basically means that this new section of the park has to be opened up. That's okay, but that does mean that we need to do some investing in shops, stalls, staff, all that jazz. We'll do that later. We're first going to build the coaster, and it's going to be this one, the suspended looping coaster. Now, we could choose anyone, and stuff like this, I've been told, we rarely get, but, well, the thing is, I said we would do train coasters only, so that kind of forces my hand a little. And, I mean, sure we could do this, but this isn't special, neither is this. They're good coasters, don't get me wrong. Same for this one, that's very nice. But we don't build this that often, and the next one after that is going to be this one. Because we don't build this that often too, and that's mainly for the price. So, yeah, I want to build this because we're inexperienced with it. That inexperienced, in fact, that ever since I got back from my, hiatus, I don't think I've built this so far. So, we're gonna be, well, experiencing it anew, I guess is a safe thing to say. So, we'll see how it goes. As for, like, placement... We need to think about like where the coaster will go with its track and what the height of the terrain is. This is height 13. I don't know. This is a 3 high coaster, so we need to be over here. Should we want to go below the coaster tracks? This is where we need to be. Can we work with that? What if we reverse the station though? If we reverse it, we can have this be over here. Of course, that's a shame, but... Tree in the way, but I think we're also, yeah, we're also at max length. Do we need max length? That's the first question. 3 trains, 8 cars. Right, 1 train, 6 cars. No. Alright, good. Still good? Okay, okay, interesting. Still good, very interesting. Right, so this is the limit, the track length that we need to have. That's not much. I thought it would be more, but I mean, I'm not complaining, of course, but still, you know, it's nice, you know, saving a little bit on station length is always good. It's not really that, you know, I mind a long station, but it's just for like the the ride time, you know, that because all the time spent in the station cannot go faster. Well, unless you have a station brake failure, of course. But it cannot go faster than 8 kilometers an hour or something it is, I believe. So, regardless, let us quickly get this sorted. Nice. And time to start construction of the thing. So what do we have in terms of specialties? We have like helixes, vertical loop, corkscrew, and a half loop. Nothing that special, really. Do we have like secret launch options? We can do the reverse incline launch shuttle mode. You don't say. That's not what we're gonna do though. We're gonna go with the regular one, because I believe that is like having it pull up from the backside and then just have it launch through the station, do a track, and then return backwards. So yeah, good luck on getting like. Hold on a second. This is lifted, right? Yeah. No, but good luck on getting 1400 meters of track length on that one. Also, how high can you? Oh. Okay, maybe there's a reason that I wasn't building this that often before, because it's expensive and it can't do much. Also, I don't really... do we go here? Yeah, we'll go here and then curve it about. I don't want to interfere too much with the other coasters though. That's not really what I want this coaster to do. And we'll also build in this view so we know like where to go. So, height 23. Maybe it would be more clever to do this. And this. So I believe, how high could it go again? Oh, you don't say. That's a lot higher than we could go just a moment ago. Alright then. In that case, let us go as high as the thing will go. Because we're gonna need the height, and if we can do it with like one less lift, I would really appreciate that. So we're at height 39, no less. Pretty solid, I have to say. Not gonna do the inline thingy half loop start that we had at the other coaster. We're gonna keep this original. I mean, might be like quite the challenge, but we're at least gonna try. So we also don't need this to be that crazy in terms of G-forces. Do an on-right photo section. So where? Yeah, now that's also an issue. Maybe we should go there, you know? That might be not such a bad idea. Because then we at least have like a little bit more room to maneuver ourselves out of anything. Alright, photo section. And then... Nice. Now, ideally, we do a helix up large. Oh, that's actually just one of those. Alright, cool. So right now, we do have quite a bit of speed then that we need to take into account. What exactly is in the way? Oh, that's actually the tower of the roller coaster. Interesting. I had not taken that into account. What we can do though is, what if we were to do, say, like a corkscrew here? No way that's gonna end up great, you know. We do like a half loop. That might work. Maybe we should just add in like a few straight pieces. Then do like a loop. I'm not sure about how this coaster handles the lateral G's, so I'm a bit hesitant with the whole... And you know what? That might also not be like the best. Maybe we should do like a helix down large. Then maybe like one more. Now, it would be cool if we were able to have this shoot around the tower. So, something like this. And we probably want this to be a little bit later. Yes, yes. Nice. So that works out. We should have the blazing speeds to complete that. And this curve right now I do see happening without that much issues. So then, hold on a second. Shouldn't we be doing something like that and then do the curve? That looks more natural. Oh. That's where the coaster's in the way. Cool. That means that basically we have interaction already. Just a little bit, just a smidge. But that's cool. Now, I'm not sure about how this thing loses its speed. So that's why we're pulling it off, you know, with the lift there, in case it doesn't make it. We'll do like a helix down large. There. And we'll go up. Maybe do like a half loop. Oh wow, no, that's way too high. If we're not sure if it makes it through height, what was it, 31? And going to height 33 seems not like the right decision here, now does it? Yeah. Let's see though, if I do want this half loop to be in there. Yeah, height 30 seems fine then, you know, that seems good. And then we can do like an inline twist. And then maybe, no. Maybe if we do something like that, and we could even, what if we no, we need to do the inline twist like right after, else we're gonna run into issues. And I think that because of that, if we do that, we want this to be like one lower, just to be sure that it will pull through basically. Come on. Inline twist. And then there. Seems pretty legit to me. Now currently we're at height 21. We need to go down to height 13 all the way. It's quite far out there. And I do want to go over there a little bit. So it's kind of like a question. Like, is it gonna make this? Not entirely sure. We'll have to see how it does, you know, with... Could we try and see how we are with speed if we do like a reversed incline shuttle loop type of thingy deal? I think we can. Alright. Now if we were to say that we want that, do we get like special track pieces for that? No, we don't. I guess all we would need to do is just lift it. Wait, you don't say. This can go lift up steep? Hold on a second. Not like that, but it can do it backwards. So, okay, that's interesting. Let us test this. Let us see how it does. I just want to see if it makes it through here, because if it doesn't, you know, then there's no point really in continuing the development. Yeah, and this is the type of coaster that I thought it would be with this mode. Now obviously this is not the way I was gonna be, because right now I think they'll be passing through the station at like 80 kilometers an hour or something. Yeah, 90 even. That's what they do. Oh, that's a nuisance. Apparently I forgot to add lifts over there. Or the lifts don't work. That could also be the case. If the lifts, because I see that I've added them, but it could be that these are the only lifts that are viable. If that's the case, we cannot test it. And we'll just have to pray that we've gunned it right. That's the gist of it. Really, lifts would not work. Makes sense in a way, but... yeah, it does. Right. Okay, lesson learned here. What we're gonna do is say continuous circus mode. Remove all this crap and just pray that we got it right. That's what we're gonna do. Now, with this... we're at height 21. What else shall we do? We don't really have the necessary track length yet. So, maybe what we can do is something like this. Oh, twist. Yeah, at like height 25, do like corkscrews to the left. Oh, and I want these to be followed by another one. I want 2 consecutive ones. Seems cool. And then we'll do like a helix down. Now we're at height 20. Would it be cool to go around here, around that? Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? I like going around these tower constructions that we have there, you know. I don't know what it is about them, but they just seem cool to go around. Pew. I'm sniping them trees here. Now we need to stay at height 17 for us to be able to go above these tracks that we have here. Oh, so we actually went too soon with that. We are. Right, now the question is, do we do one other loop? And if we do, shall we do it over here? I feel like that might not be such a bad idea. We can then also break it to have the exact right speed for the loop, which I feel is like 64 kilometers an hour. I don't know what speeds it will have, but I do know that this loop here, well, to the right it should be. No, it should be to the left. My apologies. And then, whoop. What? Thank you, game. Yeah, this should be possible by like our next coaster. Is it? No, if we want it to be possible by like our next coaster, we definitely want it to be like this. Else we won't be able to get out of there with the curvature. Now, let us go down to height 13, which is also conveniently station height. Oh, but to do that we would need to be at height. Oh, interesting. You know what? You know what we could do? Why don't we sneak this one into the underground? I mean, we don't have underground sections on this coaster. Oh, and now that I'm doing some terraforming, I mean, I said something at the start of the video, didn't I? Yeah. Let's keep our word, right? When I'm a man on my word, I always say, I'd better make that true. There. Terrain fixed. Now, as for over here, I think right now is not the time to do any more specialties with the track, so I feel like it would be a good moment to return this one home and have that be done without that many specialties. Oh, we'll do straight, because I feel like we have the length already for this coaster covered, you know? I don't think we will be too short. In fact, I think we'll have plenty of length to spare even. Now, how does this line up? This seems to be in line with our exit. So if we were to do this, in theory, we're golden. Alright, so far so good. I'm liking where this is going. To me, it seems like we got ourselves a coaster, ladies and gentlemen. Let us do a test ride. Yeah, I don't feel like having crashes and getting surprised and all that jazz. Because what we're gonna do, whilst you guys watch the test ride for me, is we're gonna set a few basic things up here for the new park section to be opened, also known as the rest. Look, so far it's already made it past like where the other coaster came in terms of speed. No, it loses speed rather quickly, it seems. Nice, perfect speeds through the loop. That I saw. So that loop is placed there right at the sweet spot. That does make me worried though about the about this section here. The one that we're gonna be entering now with. We might be good. We don't need the lift. So what might happen is like we are gonna pull through on this one. Nice. That seemed really good. The G's are not too crazy yet. Lateral. Lateral seems also pretty good. Over there, that's good. I don't know, we might have a few too extreme G's here, you know? But that's perfect. Really nice, really nice, really nice. I like it. So the vertical G's are all pretty high. 3.5 G is like the limit that we have here. Yeah, that's pretty intense. As for like the lateral G's, now I have been reminded slash warned that we should not have the G's be above, the lateral G's be above 2.8. And I think we're pretty good on that one. So far so good. I kind of like this corkscrew section. I don't do them that often, but no, I think this coaster is pretty good. We have plenty of track length too. It's just that this might be a tad bit high. And if it is, what to do about it, right? Might have to soften up a few things. This might be, you know, a trouble causer, or whatever you call it. Well, we'll see. Well, first of all, let us get staff down, because with the new section, oh my goodness, we made it. It's good right from the get-go. Nice. Oh. It's not grand, but we'll get it there. It's not far off either. I do see this as a tricky coaster, though. You know, seeing like what the effects are on. Wait, hold on, that's a mechanic. We don't want that. We don't want you to be trapped anywhere. This guy needs to, yeah. No, but as I was saying, you know, I do see this as a tricky coaster because really, what we have is pretty high ratings without that much fanciness, you know, to the track. So it is pretty difficult, I'll have to admit. Well. It's cool though, you know, I kind of like the looks. It really does look like a true coaster. Also, would you please be closed and get back to the 3 train schedule and then again do some testing. Thank you. No loitering. That infamous radio woman, intercom woman. That's what she was. Anyway, yeah, no, I did tick it off with you. You are also not gonna do it. Again, you are already in your area right now. All that we need to do now is open it up and get the shops and stalls in. And that basically means that we're open for business, right? Right. No, not all, not completely, but we're pretty close. Now, let us get like the shops and stalls down. Oh wow, look at how many we have. Shall we also put this over here? I think that this is a clever idea. Let's go with that. Do it. Open it up. Don't know where our last info kiosk was, but I feel like this is where we'd want it to be. Now, as for this coaster, this also will need a fix mechanic. Yeah, you just walk up and down there, mate. And because it's, you know, we'll get, yeah, we have the pricing, you know, the timings and everything set up. Let us worry for a moment about getting the shops and stalls here done, you know, the facilities, and then we'll get back to, getting, you know, the thing named and shamed and everything. So then that there is what we always need, is more toilets, right? Toilets. Toilets are our salvation. And then another one right there. Nice, okay, good. And then basically we just need a lot of everything. So let us also go ham on the swag here. Because we don't have much of the swag. And I want a lot of it. Let's see. This is even our first balloon stall. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have that few balloons? Like, really? Well, first one sold. And then also do like a souvenir. Yes, red. And you know what? Let's do some terraforming and let's also get them, you know, right across over here. So we have umbrellas, shirts. We need hats. Hats, of course. They're gonna be dark red heads. Red heads. We are Linux distribution, right? Right, and then we should have like, this is like new, I believe, and we should also have like a coffee joint. How about donuts and coffee over here? Wouldn't that be the ultimate thing? It would be. It is even. And then what we're also gonna do is you can also buy chicken and soda here. And fish. Because fish is good. At least it is for profits. And profits is what we're after. Look at this. And then chicken because we don't have it yet. Oh my, it is looking fabulous here. Hot dogs, get you out there. And maybe some lemonade. Yeah, we just need to go ham on the on the whole food thing here. It's the only thing we really can do. Nice. We'll do more here. Let me see. Get more lemonade down. Maybe like a burger thingy. Oh, burgers. They are the absolute best. And it's only our second one even. Oh my. Let's do more coffee. Maybe some ice cream. Yeah, ice cream's good too. Maybe if you combine coffee and ice, you get iced coffee. I don't know if that would be like the secret combo you can make over here in this park. But if it was possible, I would. Man, iced coffee is good. Though only if you have the espresso with the least amount of milk. Because there is this saying, like, once you go black, you never go back. And at least for coffee, that's true. And no comments on anything else. So, there. Nice, do like popcorn too. I think we got most of this stuff covered here right now, right? Right. So guys, oh, I was about to say, like, done and done, right? Well, not entirely, because this still has a name to be given. Is it too expensive? Do I care? No, not really. Let's name this, and let's give this the name of... what shall we name this? I mean, we could go with Veni Vidi Vici, but we won't. Why don't we call this the bowel test? Yeah, because look, this is one of the highest nausea ratings of all of our rides. So I think that that's a pretty good name for this ride. And then, because of the name nausea test, I don't think we can deny going green on this one. Maybe dark green. Maybe, I don't know, it looks less and less the more we go with this stuff. Maybe if we go black and then a lighter green, does that look good? Black tracks do look good with the light green. However, this is the big one. Nope. Nope. Nah. Sorta okay, not really. This isn't looking bad, you know. This doesn't detract from the ride itself. I like this. And then, do we go with red? I mean, if it is red, then you have such bad bowel thingies that you actually are bleeding from the inside. Oh, that's cool. He says that's cool. I don't know about that. Now, I do wonder though, our info kiosk is there, and then we have one all the way here. Shall we do like another one like right there? I think that's not a bad idea, you know, to have like one more info kiosk. There. And we will give you the regular red, and we shall open the... And then also, because we have like the shop and stall thing area there, let us just get like a few more benches out. Because we just know that benches will be a scarce commodity here, right? Yeah. Rightio guys, I think that with that we are almost ready for the last coaster in the park. But the thing is, with the park as it currently is like, there is this huge void over here. I mean, there is like a few coaster tracks, but I don't want there to be huge voids in the park. Look, there's space here, there's room here and here. And here, there's plenty of room for us to build a few in-between intermingle stuff. I even think like we could get away with doing some stuff over here. Like, I mean, if we go with some tracked ride with a station in the underground, like over here, for example, above the path, then we can have something, you know, that connects up here to the inner lanes. Though I don't really want that. I do not want rides in the inner pathway. I want them on the outer pathway to lure the guests away from the inside. But we'll see how we handle, you know, the last pieces of the park next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.